But I don't know what's the matter with this guy. Bro, I don't know what's the matter with him. Bro, why did you do that?
It wasn't me. You know it was? It's that little voodoo you that just phoned me, mash up my connection. The connection just cut out. I can't believe this thing. The thing cut out. I had to go reload the Chrome again. Sure.
Bro, ladies and gentlemen.
We're here.
What? Yeah, we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see, your ex hasn't gone on again. It's because you still haven't updated your account specs. Let me change it. Let me change it and let's start the show because it's not going to your Twitter account.
Don't worry, I'm gonna repost your one. You put it on your one, yeah?
It's because it's not premium.
How much is it? You got to pay X in it. How much you got to pay X?
I don't even know. I could probably know me. I don't even know. Exactly. I don't even know where it is.
Listen, rude boy. I'm never paying them a penny. They should pay me.
All right. Anyway, we're live now. We're live. So, ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure and always an honor. The boys are back. The best duo in boxing since Batman and Robin, even though Batman and Robin were in boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, we start the show with the magical words of dream it, believe it, become it.
Come on up.
What was Spenny Ranks?
I'm good, Tun. Very good show you did yesterday.
Bro, I miss you, bro.
Tun, I'm glad you did it by yourself because I'm not into no tribalism business, right? And I was telling you now, no Nigerian man ain't busting up Yarde, man, this week.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let me start. Let me say a massive big up to Danny Wright because Danny Wright knows his bare curry goat was going on for us to bring through for Sheb Clark after.
Yeah, you man was worried. You man was worried. The Bammy weren't working. The Bammy weren't working. The curry goat weren't working. Nothing was working. But you pulled it out. You pulled it out the Dutch pot at the last minute or in the closing minutes, and Chev almost had him out there. I think that was the 8th round, and I'm like, bro, I don't even know if FA can last this. But having watched over the fight, Spence, what is your opinion of the fight? About the fight?
So I watched the fight this morning, and credit where credit's due. FA was coming to bring it, He wasn't joking. He was coming to bring it. But also, we have to be realistic. He's had timeout, and he came out good. You know what? FA is a world-class fighter. I don't listen to what anyone's saying. Right? He's world-class. And me saying he's world-class and that Siobhan C4 Clark came out victorious is showing us that he is also a world-class fighter now. He's there in the because, and this is the next thing. We ain't said this is why I got to give props to the matchmaking of what Eddie Hearn and them man have done, out there, right? Because he, as you said, Mick Collier told you, he told me the same thing. Let him have a couple fights and throw him in for a British title straight away.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And big up Mick Collier, right? So when we're seeing how he come out and fought, all the credit in the world to him because the rest of the brothers, they never really got that kind of building in those kind of fights. I'm looking at guys like Richard Riakporhe, right? I'm looking at guys like Lawrence Okoli. They weren't them kind of building fights where you're taking in kind of these kind of tough guys who are dangerous guys. There hasn't been that building with those guys.
Yes.
You know
yes.
There hasn't been. You know what I mean? They're fighting true. Man that are, you know what I mean? Him, same thing with Isaac Chamberlain as well. Like that was you got put in yesterday with a top dangerous man. So you know what? All the credit in the world has to be given to the matchmaking team of Matchroom, right? We got props them, and we've also got props the you know what I mean, the team of Siobhan Clark, because that was not easy fight to take.
Well, listen, I think you said it beautifully
Thank you,
because
sir.
you know what I was saying before the fight. I was saying this ain't the fight. This ain't the fight. This is a dangerous fight. But again, credit to Chev, shows his ambition. That wasn't an easy fight, Spence. And I think Chev will be the better for it. Absolutely. He will be the better for it because he's gone in there against a certified world-class fighter, or definitely a world-class cruiserweight. He's up there. FA will give anyone problems on any given night. And it could be the ring rust, the inactivity, which was just a little bit of that telling factor. But again, I don't wanna, mince no words. His jab was serious from round one. The way he came out with his jab, steady all the way, and he actually had Chev showing a different side to his boxing skills.
He had to,
and that's what good fighters will do. They will bring stuff out of you that you're seldom shown in previous fights. So yes, Chev hasn't had the gimme fights. Chev's been in there, but he's been in there tough from the beginning. And last night,
from the get-go, right?
he's that fighter. He's an Olympian. He's an Olympian.
Also, I gotta say a massive props to Zorro.
Yes, well, Ellis
fought Chev last time out, right?
Okay.
Because when you see the performance that he put in now, because sorry to digress, Ton, but I was at a funeral a few months ago. Like one of my cousins passed away, and Zorro's family is related to the other side of my cousin's family, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of a mix up, but I spoke to his mother-in-law and we had a good little chat, and she was saying how down he was and blah, and I was saying, like, perk yourself up, because I'm trying to tell you that Siobhan Clark is a serious campaigner.
Yeah,
right?
Chev's up there. Chev's up there in the
exactly.
top 10 cruiserweights in the world.
Come on, and you didn't embarrass yourself, right? You got beat, but you was doing really good. So it is what it is. So right? I see George Hansen. Right, big up George Hansen. Big up yourself, Mr. Hansen. That's our hookup. The Pope of pugilism. The guy who always gives the hookups to Boots and all them man there. So big up. Thank you very much, Mr. Hansen.
I realize that all you Jamaicans are coming out the window. Man saying, George Hansen saying, listen, Master Knowledge, Chev trained on a diet of yellow yam, green banana, plantain, soursop juice, some sweet potato. Chev got hit hard and recovered. Big up Chev's chef. All right, cool.
Tunde, listen to this one. Cool. Number one is this. I'm not in this division thing. I'm just gonna keep.
It's not division. We had this yesterday. It's not division.
It's not division. Just I'm not in this division thing. But what I am saying is this: is that the Agusi wasn't powerful yesterday.
You see, brother, you're talking with full tongue. You're talking with a man with full tongue, bro. This is what I'm trying to say.
The Agusi weren't powerful.
Even the zone guys, they've been watching, man. Because I hear them said the Jamaican is got the Nigerian in trouble. When have you ever heard these men talking like that?
Bro, listen, come on.
And the Jamaican has got the Nigerian in trouble. Bro, it was good as a UK fighter.
We're powerful.
It's all good. It's all good. I feel Chev now is in a position where are the British fighters going to fight him? Some British fighters may look at that fight last night and now actually get brave, step up to the plate, and probably want to challenge Chev. Well, I know that's what Chev and his team hope, because it's like everyone seems. Sorry, we got planes going across the head.
That's what happened when you live in a penthouse.
It seems that he's been having a hard time getting a fight in the UK, even though he is the British champion. So, I think these British fighters, the other guys in and around the top 5, obviously Chris Billam Smith's a world champion. Lawrence Okoli has moved up to to bridgerweight. But you got Vidal Riley, you got Isaac Chamberlain, who it looks like those two are going to fight now.
Well, Vidal and Isaac, yeah?
Yeah, Vidal and Isaac.
Well, you know what? I think it's a good thing simply because where else is Isaac gonna go? You know what I mean? Look at this. You had Jack Massey beat him.
Yes.
And now Jack Massey's fighting Opachi.
Yes. So what that says to me, Spence, is that Chev now really has announced himself on the world stage because he can't really go backwards. Both champions, or the European champions, Jack Massey, is fighting Jai Opachi. Chris Billam-Smith is touted to fight Opachi after that, which is really a disrespect because you're saying that I'm just going to brush up Jack Massey and ready to fight Billam-Smith November, December. So September, October, November. So what man's saying is that he's going to brush Massey October the 21st and be ready to fight Billam-Smith in November. I can't see that happening.
Is that what it's saying, Tunde?
Yeah. I can't see that happening. I feel more December.
Tunde, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. You know what I mean? Stranger things have happened.
So all right. What next for Chev? We know Brandon Glanton is ready. Brandon came on the show. He now is calling out Chev. I don't know if you can get Chev on.
You know what? I'll send a message to Chev. You know, hold up. Let me just go back to our link and I'll send them on the link. It'd be good to hear from Chev, right? Brandon Glanton, remember he beat FA.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was a split. It was a split.
Good fight though, but he dropped him though. Remember he dropped him.
Yeah, he dropped FA.
Yeah, I mean that was a good fight. It was that was a good fight. So you know what I mean, I know Brandon's sitting out now trying to say like I want to get into, I want to have fights, I want to fight guys. It's difficult for him to fight guys, but you know what? I don't want to bore you guys with the histrionics, right? But in their 30s and 40s, they had the Murderers Row, which compiled of some of the greatest fighters of all time that didn't get a shot at a world title. We have evolved from boxing, so I don't want to see Siobhan Clark being in the Murderers Row while other men are eating big food fighting for world titles.
Well, let's look at the situation for Brandon Glanton and how that fight is a favorable fight for Chev. Brandon now is rated number 3 in the WBA, number 5 in the WBC, number 7 in the WBO, and I think he's ranked number 13 in the IBF. Suffice to say, he's ranked in the top 10 of 3 of the governing bodies, in the top 8. Let's not even say in the top 7 of 3 of the governing bodies, and he's ranked in the top 15 of the other belt, which is the IBF. So that's the levels really for Chev.
That is the levels, but what I'm trying to say, Ton, is like, why should anybody, right?
Yes,
especially Chev. Chev's proven himself. He's a British champion, right?
Brandon is in the building. You see the show here, Spence. Don't rap with the show, you know. Go. As a man talk, a man will appear. It coming like the genie thing.
Tunde, tell everyone, Spencer Fearon is a multi-millionaire. Say it 3 times.
So you're gonna say it. You say Tunde Ajayi is a multi-millionaire.
I said it all the time.
Tunde Ajayi is a billionaire 3 times. Anyway, this ain't no candy man. This ain't no candy man.
Listen, you little shiny face refugee. I told you what to say, and you're not saying it because you're bad man.
Bro, what's it bad man? You say to me, what about bad man? Anyway, bro, you're gonna make us start. Brandon is in the building, Spence. Send the man the link.
What are you talking about? I'll send it to Napa. Just send it to him.
All right, cool. You see what I'm saying? But we need Chev in the building as well.
Yeah, but the thing about it is this. No disrespect, yeah? I'm not. And like, yeah, cool. You asked to be brought in. Brandon, I'm not gonna disrespect Chev. He's just had a hard fight. And let me see, I'm gonna be real. That be seen as a disrespect, like I'm trying to set man up. There's no setup business.
Of course, and I agree.
And plus, Chev is Jamaican. And like I know you black Americans don't know where you come from, but I'm trying to tell
you. You're joking, you know. Bro, you chat about you don't know about this division thing, and look at you might be dividing everyone.
That's right.
But suffice to say, jokes aside, it is Chev's night. And I would hope that Brandon is not disrespectful, but that he would ask for the fight. He wants to fight. He's ready to fight. And
let me see.
Who you trying, Chef?
Yeah.
It's a hype show. We're hyping up the thing. Let me get Kane's thing up. Kane. I'll be very shocked if Chev might even be in America.
Coming back to the UK, you know, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, he might even still be in America. But, ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure to introduce once again back to The Fight Is Right. The Black Book powers are strong. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Mr. Brandon Bulletproof.
What do you do?
G man, what I do, man? What up, bro?
How y'all feeling?
We're all good, man. We're all good. How are you?
I'm well, man. Just sitting, hanging out by the pool today, man. I got the message from Napa, so I jump on to see what was going on. I figured y'all were going to talk about the fight.
Yeah, of course. I mean, well, let's hear what your
what's your opinion? How did you see the fight, Brandon?
Well, first and foremost, congrats to Chev for winning the fight, at least on the judges card. I'm really proud of Apochi, man. I'm not gonna go as far and say, oh, we're best friends. We had problems in the past, but I'm glad to see him still able to produce a good fight, still able to make it fan friendly, still able to give that pressure that he's known for. So that's really good. As far as the fight itself, I think Chev did some really good things in spots, some really athletic things. He ain't no secret. He's a pretty good athlete. But I watched the fight 4 times and I judged it 4 times. I had it as a draw, fellas.
A draw.
I had it as a draw. As a matter of fact, in a man's fight, in the 12-round fight, that goes the other way. He don't. And it's not because, listen, the man just fought, so I'm not gonna disrespect him.
I respect that, bro.
I'm not gonna disrespect him. Both of those guys are exhausted. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's the last thing I want to do. But as a consummate professional, Chef got lucky last night. He got a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, last night I read about 10 comments on the trot that all said they don't think Chev won that fight.
I didn't say he lost, but I said he didn't win. I didn't say he lost. He didn't win.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose and I want to win and I want. It's a big difference. So
yes. But
sorry, Tunde. Sorry. I want to know this. So, if he didn't lose the fight, yeah, but he didn't win the fight.
It's a draw.
Do you think there is an argument that FA won the fight, in your opinion?
Again, I can't say FA won the fight because Chev kept putting out those fires, right? He kept every time, there was a fire, here he comes with his extinguisher. As I'm looking at the fight and what I know about Apochi and from what I saw, I was proud of him for being able to keep rising to the occasion, even when he got hurt, man, to stay on his feet. I was glad to see that. But no, I can't say FA won the fight. I'll say he had some dominant moments in the fight, just like Chef had some dominant moments. If you look at the fight, like if you're not a boxer, right? If you're a fan, a regular fan, and you just watch the fight, maybe I will say maybe you can just say, hey, you know what? I think Chef maybe got there. But boxing is scored round by round.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
If you look round by round, it went back and forth at first. Then Chev kind of went on a little run, and then Apochi started coming back. So if you go round by round, that fight was a draw. From my memory, I can remember more highlight shots from Chev, and I'll say it's no disrespect here. I don't mind saying it. I don't mind giving a man some credit. If I'm just looking at it, just if I'm just watching the fight and say, yeah, I remember, because he's an athlete. He's a really, really good athlete. He's an explosive guy. He's fast. He's he's entertaining. So moments. But when you look at the fight round by round, non-biased, that fight was a draw. And Chev
Okay.
Clark is not ready for the next level. Period.
Okay.
Mm. This is what I want to say. So I mean, are you willing to entertain a fight with Chev? Because I mean, your fight with FA was a split, if I'm not mistaken, right? It was a split victory. Chev has won on one scorecard, 98-92. I don't know who was judging that card. But it was pretty even on the other
That's
two.
8 rounds to 2, you know, Tun.
Yeah, that's just
wrong.
That's just wrong. That's not
right.
right. That's just not right. But on the other two scorecards, I think Chev may have won it by 2 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, really, the two victors, yourself and Chev, would make a good fight. It would make a good fight, Spence.
I watched the fight. I watched the fight the first time, and obviously I'm a fighter, right? I'm like, hey, yeah, put me in there. But then I went back and I studied, and you know what? Obviously, if we get that fight finally, because they've ducked us twice, so
Who's ducked you? Who's ducked you twice?
and Chev has called me out twice and then ducked me. So I think Matchroom wants to fight, but Chev don't want to do it. He's a smart man.
Oh yeah.
So
You think Chev's the one that you so are you trying to say that Chev Clark's a bottle job? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not trying
No,
to say
he never said that, Spence.
No, is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not trying to say it. I'm saying that Chev Clark is terrified of me and he won't even say my name. So, but again, that man is not even 24 hours out of the ring. You know what? So I'm not gonna join. I didn't come on here.
Okay, cool.
To
No, but
bulletproof.
Bulletproof. What's your favorite dish when you eat food?
Lamb.
Lamb. What kind of style is it like?
It's not Jamaican. That's what you get to.
I know. What kind of style of lamb? What kind of style of lamb is it that you eat, my friend? How do you cook it? Is it what do you call it? Like, is it like the Creole version?
I say
is it like soul foody kind of lamb? How you get it cooked up?
It's grilled.
Just simple grilled lamb.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this, Mr. Bulletproof. Right now, I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Be careful.
Because I have to big up my guy, Fight Fan TV, Mr. Danny Glover, because he's just telling man straight. Chev Clark eats bami, right? You don't know what that is? That's a cassava leaf broken down into bread, right? With lots of pepper gravy and stuff like that. Do you think your simple lamb that you just throw on the grill can match that? I just want to know, because we already had to deal with the Nigerians yesterday with talking about Eba and a good
No. Can I interject? Can I just interject?
You're gonna get his neck broke. Don't do it.
Can I interject?
Do it.
This is the guy that was saying he's not into no cultural differences. And now you chat about you just broke up a Nigerian.
No, we have to broke up the Nigerian, brother. That's that.
Hey, listen. Right? Chev couldn't knock out a man Chev couldn't stop or drop a man who was out of the ring for a while, had a shoulder surgery, a lesser version of himself, and he had him hurt and could not get him on the mat. Stop playing with me. The man's game. Chev fights in spots. Chev windpipe isn't far enough. He doesn't go deep enough. right? Chev can't. Chev's arms get tired when he fight. He's not
Well, I
ready
mean,
for this.
listen.
And if that fight goes 2 more rounds, he's gonna get hurt. It's the reason why they stopped 15-round fights, because they know the most damage was coming in the last 3 rounds of the fight.
Yes.
I would castrate Chev Clark. I would, that boy, don't do that. I'm giving him his flowers for making it through with Apochi last night.
Brandon, you know me. I always back my guys. Chev is my guy still. But
Sure.
Efe was my guy as well. One thing I have to say, with all the talk, the only guy with an undefeated record between the 3 of you is Chev. So until one of you can prove Chev wrong, then Chev is not a talker like that. Chev's not a talker like that. Me, for one, I want to see you in the ring with Chev. I want to see. But Chev is not the kind of guy. Chev is not the kind of guy who he don't talk too much, Brand. He don't talk too much. And I just believe for someone, I mean, you fought FA when you was 13-0.
Inexperienced.
Yeah. You was 13-0.
And he was number 1 contender.
You was 13-0. Chev was 9-0 last night. FA had more experience. So even though you're saying it was a lesser version of the one that you fought, it was a more experienced one, bro.
I love it.
It was a more experienced. Chev fought the more experienced fighter, and he was going in there inexperienced. So I just feel I'm excited about the fight, but I'm not gonna like. I've seen Chev in the gym. Chev can do the rounds. He can do the rounds. I don't know what. One thing again, the both of you are situated in the US. Yeah. So I said it on the on the thing last night. I don't know if Chev was in the US long enough to acclimatize to fighting in the US. It's his US debut, and you know yourself. Oh, if you came to UK and you came to UK for 10 days, that's not enough, bro. You need to acclimatize. I saw that personally. I saw that after about 3 rounds. I said it on the live. I said, bro, I don't know if Chev's been in the US long enough, because he didn't look like he was gassing. And I feel that if you're going into the fight thinking that Chev's gonna get tired in those last 2 rounds, bro, this is gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting.
Let me ask you something. Chev is an Olympian.
Yes, sir.
So some excuses don't work around here. That's number one. Number one. Number 2, you said he was in the US for how long?
No, I don't know. From my eye as a trainer, I was saying it didn't look like he was there long enough. As a trainer, I'm saying if you're gonna fight in the US, I mean, I would say minimum 3 to 4 weeks if you're coming from the UK. Because what did they say? They say you need, for every hour you fly, you need a day to acclimatize.
So let me tell you something about levels, right? I think you guys fought in California. From where Chev is in the UK is 5 hours.
No. There's no trip to America in 5 hours from the UK.
No, from I'm saying the time difference. It's about 5 hours from the East Coast, from Eastern time to UK time. So you add 3. I guess it'll be 3 more hours. So let's just say it's 8. So do I get that same excuse when I go to Russia on with 9 and 10 days, and I go knock a man out when I'm the only American, only Black American in the venue, only Black American probably in Russia at that time? Do I get that same excuse with hours and hours difference? Do I get that same excuse? What's the difference?
The difference is
Chev has done more traveling than I have.
You asked me a question. You asked me a question.
Allow Mr. Bulletproof. Allow Mr. Ajayi to address the
you asked me the question is the difference is you weren't fighting Chev.
No, you're right. You know what? Bro. I wasn't fighting the man who's been broken and damaged before. I beat the number 2 person in the world. So what are you talking about? It's levels. Chev ain't ready, but you and I could talk all day. You put Chev.
That's good.
Yeah, you put Chev. You put Chev because I would love to make you smile. All right? You're gonna tell, hey, I would love it. I would love it. I would love to make your day. I just said last night, go watch my story. Bring me to the UK, wherever you want. Give me 3 British judges. Give me a British referee, and I'm gonna knock that boy out. It's a
Okay.
different world. I'm gonna give them an easy night. But again, you get me. I'm a fighter, so
What,
again,
how many rounds? How many rounds do you think you'd knock out Chev Clark? How
I
many
don't
rounds
do
do you
that.
think?
I don't do that. But it won't.
Okay, but you just said you're gonna knock him out, so you might as well just go. You might as well just put a little cherry on the top. You know what I mean? Just to
I
jazz up
know.
the thing.
Especially watching last night. You can't fight in back. You're a trainer. You can't fight in spots with me. You can't. And you don't have to
What?
give me that. You don't have to give me that credit. I'm not asking for it. But as a trainer, you know what I'm talking about. You can't
Now you
fight
can
in
fight,
spots.
bro.
For sure.
Listen,
No.
And
Listen,
you
I
better
know
not
that,
get
but
tired.
listen,
That's
it's
for sure.
no, that's facts. That's facts. But the point I'm saying is that I just feel there's no way you can be going there thinking that Chev is gonna get tired if it's a 12-round fight against you. Because Chev, especially if it's in the US, I feel that the only thing that fight did for Chev last night was giving probably a wake-up call and the
Yes.
experience that he needs. As we've said, the both of us, me and Spencer, have said before we come on, Chev hasn't been given no easy fights. If you look
nope.
on his resume, he's been fighting top guys from the start. European champions, what have you, and he stopped them. Yesterday was a massive step up. One, personally, as a manager, I'm not too sure if I would have took that fight, but sometimes you guys, the fighters I'm talking about, have the last say. You supposed to have the last say anyway,
He chose,
and
he
we are
chose
just
Apochi over
advisors.
me. He chose Apochi over me. He wanted a lighter touch.
Now you know what? You know what? I'm gonna keep this thing 100. FA has been on man regular saying like he wants to fight. Yeah, but he's talking to Tunde regular. He talks. He's like he wants. You know what I mean? He wants to fight, guys. So in the same light as you, like he wanted a fight and he actually got the fight. He got a fight, and I mean FA's. I mean, like a few years ago, he was hot prospect. You know what I mean? So yeah, hot prospect, and you defeated him. So fair play to you.
He was a contender. He was a
Yeah.
contender,
Okay, he was a hot contender then. He was a hot contender. You know what I mean? And he's got good pedigree as well. So, this is why I'd like to see this fight happen.
We need this fight. Listen, I'm doing the promoter's job. I'm doing the promoter's job.
Finance.
Eddie's sitting there on the way back on a private jet. Napper's sitting down in Dubai. I'm doing all these jobs. I'm selling these fights for you guys. So I want my percentage when you guys finally get on.
I'm gonna tell you something about Napper. I'm gonna tell you something about Napper. Napper and my trainer, Jason Jones. So both of them guys, they gotta turn me down, right? Because they know, obviously, like you start talking to me, you can get. Because I told Napper before I came on here, I don't have it. Chev, after that performance last night, I'm unimpressed. I'm unimpressed. But who am I, right? I'm unimpressed. From everything that you've said in these interviews, from everything that you proclaim to be, I'm unimpressed. Now opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one, and most of them stink. So I'm unimpressed, right? Napper, we don't need shit, right? I would gladly derail him though. I would gladly, because he talks too much.
Who?
Chev, not talking trash. He talks too much in interviews, and I don't like it. I respect Eddie Hearn because I told Eddie last night. I love how he takes care of his fighters. I love that he's always behind the Brits, and I wish, and everybody in the U.S. watching, I wish that we supported our fighters the same as some of these British guys. It's amazing what you get on here and do. I love it. Unfortunately, we don't have that same support here. We have this to show me. This is a true show me sport here. So I'll be glad to show you why Chev Clark doesn't belong in the ring with me. If you look at ability, Chev is faster than me. Chev is quicker than me. He's not as smart as me in the ring, but he's got certain attributes that I feel like hey, those could be some advantages for him. But at the end of the day, this is a man's game. Ain't nothing about me cute. If you think that little right hand could do something to me, let's put the laces on and find out. We don't need to talk about it. Me beating Chev, I don't even think that. I mean, he's got the Intercontinental. I got the International. Maybe it'll move me a tick or two, but considering where I am, I'm probably not up. And nobody cares about BoxRec. So Chev they're gonna say, hey, you're supposed to beat him. It'll be his Super Bowl. The reason I started looking after watching the fight the fourth time last night, I say, you know what? What's the point? I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna get myself worked up, and the fight not gonna happen because at the end of the day, Eddie knows, and Chev knows. His windpipe doesn't go far enough. If you get tired in front of me, you're going to get hurt. You're not just going to lose, right? It's a good chance you can have brain damage playing with me. So he knows. I don't need to.
Brandon, you see that brain damage talk, but you see that brain damage. This is what I'm trying to say about Americans.
So is it the first time? Is it the first time I did it? Is it the first?
No. But I'm telling you, I'm not telling you not to say it. But I'm saying, you see that brain damage talk. You're going on like I'm from London. South London, but I'm telling you, brothers from where we come from, I'm not just gonna make you say that and say, chat about give man brain damage, because the same way you're talking about you're gonna hit him, Chef's gonna hit you, fam.
Facts.
Chef's gonna hit you. Facts. And that right hand is going to be a right hook to the body, a right uppercut, and a right hand over the top. So don't worry about that. We're coming. We're coming. I
love
and after this, Chef best give me some money, because Chef ain't talking. The team ain't talking. I'm talking for him because I'm just a London man. I love the hype. So me and Spencer usually hype up this thing, but it's great. It's great for the sport. It's great for the fans. Some people are gonna love it. Some people are gonna hate it. But I'm telling you, as a South London born and raised, it ain't gonna go the way you think it's gonna go, man. It ain't gonna go that way. Look, it's gonna be a boom fight. It's gonna be a boom fight.
I think you, the man, you or collectively, I think the two of you can make Eddie make a move.
Listen, and that's what I was gonna say. Sorry to cut you, brother. That's what I was gonna say. Anyone that comes on this show, trust me, big things happen after.
Sure.
You're gonna get your fight.
Sure.
You're gonna get your fight. I'm telling you. Mark my words, you're gonna get your fight.
And he's gonna train hard. I'm gonna say he's gonna train hard. He's gonna train hard. He's gonna be what he thinks is the best condition he can be in, and he's gonna be punching, and then he's gonna hit me. It's gonna bounce off. It's gonna piss me off, and my hand's gonna be raised. That's what it's happened. Listen, out of 22 men, I've dropped or knocked out 21 of them. And the one that I didn't got banned for 6 years for doping. Stop playing with me.
But guess what? Guess what, bro? None of them weren't Chev.
You absolutely
None of them weren't Chev.
Chev is a lighter touch.
Yo, Bulletproof, when's the last time you fought, bro?
I just fought June 7th.
Yeah, so you're fresh still. Yeah, you've had a fight.
You got a little freshness. That's cool, then, isn't it?
It's a good fight. It's a good fight.
I don't need.
I'm telling you.
I don't need a warm up for.
I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Listen, I said yesterday's fight was going to be a barnstormer. I'm predicting the same thing. If you and Chev will get it, I'm not even if you're going to get it on. You two are going to fight. But I'm telling you, the same way you're saying Chev best not get tired, I'm saying you better not get tired.
You know who my trainer is?
Yeah, you better get not tired. Bro, I'm telling you, don't get tired. Don't get tired with Chev. Because Chev has got something. When you see how he licks his lips when you punch him, he licks his lips and he starts smiling. And then he throws everything. Curry goat, rice, jerk chicken, everything will be coming to your way. So don't worry, it's gonna happen.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you an honest question. Let me ask you a couple questions. For one, when I knock him out, what you gonna say then?
You ain't knocking him out. I'm telling you, you ain't knocking him out, bro. It's not going to happen. It's not gonna happen. All I'm saying, Chev has got a solid beard. He's got a solid beard, and I believe you're gonna test that beard. I believe that. I'm not gonna say there's no way a fighter like you and a fighter like Chev is gonna go into the ring and no one ain't getting touched. It's gonna happen.
Sure.
But I'm telling you, that grilled lamb, you better start seasoning it with some Nigerian seasoning, a bit of Jamaican seasoning, because we're coming, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I actually want this fight for you, Brandon. I want this fight so much for you because I believe we can talk it up. We can get Eddie and Matchroom and the Zone to make this fight for you, because I believe it makes perfect sense. Both of you have common opponents. You won by split. Some people actually say Chev lost that fight. So there could be, some people say Chev lost that fight. I mean, a lot of people on here last night said Chev lost that fight. I personally just think it was a close fight. It could have been a draw. I have to agree with you on that respect. I actually think if it's gonna be anything, no man deserved to lose.
No,
it should have been a draw. It should have been a draw.
No.
In a
You don't believe that, Spence?
I'll even go as far as saying, I'll even go, and like I said, what I have to say doesn't matter because we can't do it. But I would say, and again, no disrespect to Apochi, in a rematch, Chev wins by a long shot because of that experience, right?
Okay.
And that's definitely not a shot at Apochi. It's just that Chev has he's multifaceted, He can adapt, he can change.
Nah, bro. Let me stop you there. Don't try to switch it up. Cause you weren't saying that.
No.
You weren't saying that. You weren't saying that. No.
I said a rematch with Apochi. And I'm not talking trash on Apochi either. That's not trash. There you go. I think Chev did not think much of Apochi. And now I think Chev did not think too much of Apochi going into the fight.
No, I think he didn't know about Apochi. And that's why I say they rushed into that fight. I don't believe they done the research. I don't believe they knew that Apochi was the last person to beat Jai Opataya in the amateurs. They never done that research. This was supposed to be a showing out party in the US for Chev. That's not the kind of fight you show out on, because there's a danger of losing that fight.
So if he's so much better than me, and I know you can't really give me a real answer, you're not there, but why didn't they fight me? Because you knew.
Why didn't they fight you?
You knew that I wanted to fight.
You may, with your rankings, you're highly ranked, that they may have looked at that as a step too soon. Probably now, I've heard Eddie from what I heard from the broadcast last night, Eddie has said a couple more fights, and then we're moving on to that world class scene. So as I have stated earlier on, you're highly ranked in all the governing bodies. So you definitely would be a step up in levels. And you yourself on this broadcast says it's about levels. So the only way a man can know how good he is if he steps up. So now you have come on here, you have given your case. Chev has got through last night, and it's a great fight. It's a great fight, Brandon.
I'm glad both of those guys made it out healthy, because they both got hit with some good shots. So yeah, that like I said, when you take that fighter hat off, man, and you get your feelings out of it, I'm glad both of those black men made it okay. But when you forced me, you guys got a talent, man. When you forced me to put that on, man, because I just said I'm not coming here for that, man. But
bro, no one ever forced you. We respect you. Add you on the show as well. I respect that big He-Man looking guy you got running around as your manager right now, Napa.
He's scary, listen. That's a scary looking dude, man.
Yeah, Napa's got aura still.
When I first met him, I convinced myself he worked for the Russians and he was trying to watch me. It's crazy. It's crazy. But no, listen, honestly though, and I finish up with you're a trainer, man. You're a teacher. And again, I don't know much about Chev's coaching. But you can say what you want to say about me, and anybody can say what they want to say. I know certain things I could be better at, certain things I excel at. I talk a lot when I get in my emotions and we have situations, where you guys amp me up. But when I go to the gym and I clock in for work, right? Outside of having power or the decisions I make in the ring, my leadership, my trainer, Jason Jones, he's literally running circles around some of these trainers, and it's not a disrespect to anybody, because I honestly, obviously, my trainer isn't the only guy who studies. My trainer isn't the only guy who's been in boxing for 20, 30 years. Obviously, I'm not alone, but when you attention to detail, right? When you have certain things around you, certain a team around you, when every time you put in work, 1%. 1%, 0.5%. Okay, his meals are right. His training is spectacular. The decisions made, right? The whatever it is you do, the blue collar professional, right? Each and everything, 1% over a long period of time is a lie. It's a vast amount. So when you consider those things, like how much shit, like we know Chev is faster than me. I know he can't punch because he fighting flies, right? But I know certain things about him. I know he's quick. I know he's explosive. I know this and that or whatever. When you put the whole package in together, that's what makes the difference. Whether it be me, whether it be another fighter, whether it be whoever, when you consider the whole package, not just attributes, not just certain abilities or one thing that was done that one time in that one fight, right? Or that thing that was done a long time ago. What has this guy showed you? Whatever guy you want to pick, what has this guy showed you over a period of time? What has he continued to do no matter what? Fight after fight after fight after fight after fight after different style, orthodox, southpaw, awkward, tall, short. What has this person done? What has their whole package look? What does it look like? Time after time, Jason Jones has performed, but not only myself, but with other fighters. Then you take that specific fighter and you have that combination with that trainer or that team or that whatever that leadership looks like. The entire package. Chev has no idea. I'm gonna drown that boy. It's a different league. It's not just a lot of it's crap talk, but a lot of it is fact. I said bring me to the UK. Give me a British judge. Give me 3 British give me a British referee. Give me 3 British judges. I'm not playing.
All right, then, my brother.
All
right.
It's different.
Yeah, it's not all right, bro. You see, bro. See all that talk there? That's long. So that just sounds to me, that just sounds like
you understand it though, because you're a teacher, you're a trainer. The rest of everybody watching probably turned it off. You do this, so I know you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. But to be fair, I don't expect any fighter with a coach to say anything less about their coach. So it's all, to me, it's irrelevant to everyone other than yourself. If you believe in your coach, it don't matter what nobody else says. It don't matter what the next man is there criticizing your coach or what have you. Ultimately, it's what you believe is working for you. As long as you can see the improvement within yourself. Because I'm sure if I get Chev on there, if I get FA on there, if I get, any fighter on there, they're going to say the same thing about the coach. But the thing about boxing is when you get in there, the truth shall be revealed. And that's what I love about the sport. And that's why I will always love the entertainment side of it. So that's why I say, don't start piping it down, chatting about, Chev will win it with more experience. Talk that smack.
Well, you said it. You said that he gained a ton of experience last night, and he did.
He absolutely did. He absolutely did.
Okay.
I'll tell you how I know I'm not lying. Remember, and again, it's not no discredit to Apochi, but remember when I hurt him in the 6th round.
You can't. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
And you know how boxing is now. If a guy, even if they're on their feet, if they're doing too much stumbling, the ref is gonna wave it off. But because of my own ignorance, right? Because that was my first 10 rounder, because that was the biggest fight I ever had. I was ignorant. I ran. If you go watch the fight on YouTube, I ran to my corner. I didn't have the
Yes.
knowledge to run to the neutral corner, even though
Yes.
I heard the bell, so I went to my corner. If you knock, and guys listening, if you ever heard a man on the bell and the round is over, do not go to your corner. You might ruin a knockout. That fight is over with, because you see we see him stumbling, but the referee is turned around looking at me pointing. He's still counting on his hand. He don't see Apochi kind of stumbling because of ignorance, right? So I took that and I had to grow from it. I had to fight a full 10 rounds, got that experience, but now I know, man, if you heard a guy on the bell, go to the neutral corner, no matter, even if the round is over. It's things like that, moments like that. You know what I mean? So he definitely grew, and I'm so glad I didn't knock Apochi out. I'm glad I got the experience. I'm glad he got the experience. It'll make a better fight.
Yes, sir.
I have no doubt that Chev is gonna train hard, and he ain't gonna come lay down. I'm gonna put him down. That's the goal.
Yeah.
All right.
Listen,
seriously.
Wait. Brandon, it's been fantastic having you on.
Sure. Thank you.
Let me tell you something. Keep the same energy. Don't change nothing.
Absolutely.
I don't want you to tamper it down for nothing.
Yeah.
Anyone who don't like the way you are, F them, as Bernie Mac said.
You said it, I didn't.
Yeah, F them. Just keep being you. Your fingerprint is unique. No one else has your fingerprint. You are individual. You live the life the way you want to live it. I want to see you and Chev Clark in the ring, and please, God, let it happen. Thank you for joining us this evening, giving us your time, Brandon. Appreciate it, brother. And we're going to have you back, as usual.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.
Yo, Brandon, before you go.
Hey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind? Because you know you look like R. Kelly today. All right, love. Take care. God bless, bro.
Spencer. All right, cool. Love. Spencer, what's about you? Bro, you see me now. I like Brandon so much because he's the man. He's gonna bring something out of you. If you're not about it, you're either gonna just talk in response, or you're just gonna be boiling yourself up inside. That's what I'm saying. I don't mess about with these Americans. I just talk back to them. You have to talk back to them. You have to give them their own medicine, and that's the way, in my opinion, that you hype fights nowadays. You know, there's too much of this nice guy business. Listen, if the fighters are not going to talk, somebody's got to talk. Spence.
Tunde,
Someone's got to talk. It's a great potential fight. It
is. Unfortunately, couldn't get Chevy. Went to 2 ticks, but you know what I mean. He must be living it up out there right now. You know what I mean. And fair play to Chev Clark. And he continues. Now, what was that? He's 10-0 now, right?
10-0, yes.
10-0. He's moving in the right trajectory, and we have to props him for that. But Tunde, we have to move on because we've got 20 days to Wembley, son.
20 days, mate. Not long, less than 3 weeks.
20 days to Wembley. You know, everything's just lining up, and and we're looking for it's trust me. You know what, this fight is so talked about, you know, son.
Well, I was saying last night that I'm feeling and hearing and seeing a shift towards a Dubois win from people. I don't know whether it's just maybe the people, or maybe I'm just clicking on certain things at the right time. Because I'm hearing trainers and fighters giving Daniel a real shot at this, Spence.
You know what? He's a robust heavyweight. He's strong. You know what I mean? He's showing that he's got a lot of desire. And you're in a fight. It's a fight. It's a 2-horse race. So in a 2-horse race, you're going to be thinking like, nah, well, everybody's got a shot. If you're in there, you got a shot. You're in there and you're in a position because this is a mega fight where there's millions and millions of pounds involved in it. You've done something correct to get in that position.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm not turning around saying, no, he hasn't got a shot. He has got a shot. You know what I mean? And like when you speak to loads of people say that Daniel Dubois actually hits harder than Anthony Joshua. Right? But I've never been hit by Anthony Joshua and I've never been hit by Daniel Dubois. Right?
Joe Joyce never said that.
Oh, thank you very much. But there's quite a few people that say how hard he hits, right?
Yes.
But I remember when people saying that Dylan White hits harder than Anthony Joshua, right? But what I have to turn around and tell you is that you have to look at the body of work, right? The body of work that Anthony Joshua has put in, we've got to say all props to Anthony Joshua. And like I'm saying again, this Anthony Joshua, right? This Anthony Joshua that we're seeing now, that is actually going back to believing like I'm gonna clap you and knock you out, right? And this Anthony Joshua, he's troublesome, and that's that. And you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say anything about. Everyone knows that I'm favoring Anthony Joshua in this big time. Go on, Ton.
You know what? I just don't know why people say this Anthony Joshua has always changed.
He has changed.
Like, no, bro, the guy's got 25 knockouts out of 28 wins. What has changed?
What has changed? Tunde, okay. The Anthony Joshua that fought Franklin, me and you sat together for that fight, right?
Yes.
I don't know what you're trying to all of it like them fellas clapping.
Because you know me, I'm not a sheep, fam. Right? I'm not a sheep. I don't just repeat what everyone's saying. I'm not just repeating what everyone's saying. It's not to say what you're saying is not right. But I want to hear. I want to hear it. Yeah, you brought me back into it. I wasn't talking. You brought me back into it. You was talking, then you brought me into it.
Shut up. Right? I'm telling you, right? Tunde's still carrying feelings. Tunde's still carrying feelings, little hypocrite, right? I'm telling you this now.
Come on. Talk
this now, yeah? When I'm saying like this, Anthony Joshua, and you say, no, but there's no change. I'm saying
no. I said what changed? Don't stop putting words in my mouth. I said what changed?
Okay, I'm saying the reason why I'm saying this Anthony Joshua because this Anthony Joshua wasn't the same Anthony Joshua that fought Hellenius. This Anthony Joshua wasn't the same Anthony Joshua.
It looked like Anthony Joshua to me.
You know what I'm talking about. Cut this foolishness.
No. I want you to just explain to me.
I'm going to explain to you.
Like, I don't want to hear from you. Wait, Spence. From a person like you, I don't want to hear rhetoric. I don't want to hear what everyone's saying. I want a difference of opinion. I don't want to just hear what I can just tune into IFL TV seconds out, boxing social. I don't want to hear that same talk. I want analytical.
And I'm going to tell you
analytical description of why this is a new person. Please, Spencer, take the mic.
And I'm going to take the mic now. What I'm saying is if we was to look at the Anthony Joshua that fought Franklin, yeah? We're taking pockets in time, right? When he was under the tutelage of Derek James, right? And we look at the Anthony Joshua, who is now under the tutelage of Ben Davison. Yeah? Anthony Joshua, to me, with my limited knowledge of over 40 years of watching boxing, has now something has reconnected to the fact that I know I can clap brothers and take them out. When he was fighting
him, yeah? So it is him. We are agreed that it is him, yeah?
It's him, yeah. It's him.
Okay, yeah.
Right. But what I'm trying to say to you is like something is just the old flames have burnt inside of him. Like he's thinking, well, this is what I do. I think when he was with Derek James, there's no disrespect to Derek James because Derek James is like trainer of the year and all the rest of it. I think something was lacking. Maybe it was. But
didn't you advise him to go over there?
Who? Pardon me?
Wasn't it you that advised him to go over there?
What do you mean? Was it me? Tunde, I advised a lot of people.
I thought you was the one who advised him to go over there.
I advise a lot. Listen, I'm telling you this now. Tunde, all right, seeing as we're going on this one here, I'm just keeping this thing 100, yeah? I'm just keeping it 100. I don't business, right? Because no one can't tell. I was saying for him to go out there simply because you was with Angel Fernandez, bro. Now, surely you went to America. Now, you went to America and you went with all of them trainers. Remember, Derek James came on the show and we both say, right, don't you feel a little bit aggrieved, Derek James? Because you went to all of these men. You went to all of them man out at Houston and everybody else. You didn't touch Derek James. So, obviously, I'm going to say that because you were with Angel Fernandez. So, anybody's going to be better than Angel Fernandez, brother. I'm just telling you how it is. And that's not me disrespecting Angel Fernandez. But what I'm trying to say to you is this. I'm not dissing Angel Fernandez's credentials, but your credentials ain't for this heavyweight championship thing. And that's that.
You know what I think? This is what I think. I think whenever a fighter wins, loses, or draws, everybody is looking elsewhere but in the individual themselves. Everyone's looking for an excuse for that person. But it is the individual. It's the individual. It could have been the same thing with Derek James. But AJ, whoever it is, did not feel that way in himself at that time. So it ain't no new AJ.
No,
it's AJ. It's AJ.
No, Tunde, I don't agree with you.
All right, well, again, you're allowed to. You're allowed to. You're allowed to have your opinion.
I'm going to tell you why I don't agree with you. I'm going to tell you why I don't agree with you.
Yes.
Right. Let's go jump in this time machine now. We're going to go right all the way back to July of 2003. Right, the British BBC fight of the year was one Spencer Fearon versus Dave Walker, right? I was not known as a puncher, Tun. I was a skills man, right? And then I said, yeah, Tun, go get your license. You said, what? I said, go and get your license. Boom, you went and got your license. And Tunde, I was clapping, man, and man knew what time of day it was. So man could turn around. I wasn't doing that when I was around Adam Booth. I wasn't doing that when I was around James Cook. I wasn't doing that when I was around Charlie Magri. I wasn't doing that when I was around Lloyd Hannigan. So you could turn around and say, it's the individual. It's the comfortability that you have where you're around a certain man that can just make you realize your potentiality. And then once you realize your potentiality, it becomes your reality. No one can't talk to me on this thing. Nobody. And that's me. So I'm saying, like, Anthony Joshua was at a place where he must have been questioning, like, this ain't really fitting right for me, or all the rest of it, yeah? And what's happened is this: Ben Davison has convinced him to say, let's not try and reinvent the wheel, right? This is what you're good at. Let's just clap out, brothers. I've got tapes of Anthony Joshua when he was in the amateurs, yeah? Man was trying to box like Muhammad Ali, bro. He was bouncing, moving, all little, like, I say, I'm going to send it to you afterwards. You're going to say, is this Andy? Thank you very much, Joe Barrow. Yeah, I mean, I see what this little orange head boy does. When man,
wait, carry on. Carry on. Right. Don't get distracted because I'm listening.
So what I am saying is, Anthony Joshua wanted to be this little skills and all the rest of it. Robert McCracken and these man, yeah, firmly told him, keep everything subtle, keep everything to a two-step motion, right? Hands up high, a la very similar to Frank Bruno, right? Because if you see Frank Bruno in the amateurs, Frank Bruno was a mover, right? That's what they did with Anthony Joshua. Reason why? Because they're protecting the bag. What Ben Davison has done, he's saying, listen, I can't come with no glitz and glass with you, right? I'm going to keep it basic. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to implement to you that, you know what, bro? If we clap these brothers, we're going to knock them out. I told you, I went to the gym the other day to meet Darren Hamilton. And when I was in the gym, outside the gym, on the industrial straightway, trains down in Romford, I'm hearing boom, boom, boom. Darren Hamilton comes out to give me these books, because readers are leaders. As he gives me the books, I said, right, what's that noise, rude boy? He said, it's AJ punch in the back. So I'm telling you now, maybe Ben Davison ain't. He's made, it's not the same AJ. I'm saying AJ's in a better place right now. Because I could use it on many guys.
So who is it? So again,
no, he's not the same guy.
So the question I asked, is it AJ or is it the trainer?
It's the trainer that's made AJ rediscover himself.
Well, this is where I'm gonna get the whole of you hypocrites in this sport. Yeah,
You're not getting me no hypocrite.
all you hypocrites in this sport.
No,
yeah?
you're the
Because
hypocrite.
when I came into this boxing, yeah, from the day I've come into boxing, I have heard so many trainers, so-called great trainers, say it's not about them, it's about the fighter. Now all of a sudden, it's about the trainer. So,
Hold
on. Listen, man, just listen to you.
All right, go on.
This is why I can't take this sport sometimes. Because this is why I have to stay humble, and this is why I built my own platform. Because it's sheer hypocrisy.
Whose part?
It's sheer hypocrisy. It's what suits you when it suits you. It's what suits you when it suits you. Always said the trainer should get as much credit as the fighter. I've always said that. Always. Yeah, and all you brothers have always told me it's not the trainer. Okay, so it's not the trainer when you lose. It's the trainer when they lose, but it's not the trainer when they win. Bro, you man are just hypocrites, fam.
What you man? No, I'm a hypocrite now. Is that what you're saying?
You're hypocrites. I'm a hypocrite. And you know why? I'm in a good position because I know the trainer is as important as the fighter to the whole chemistry of the victory. Do not try to disassociate the trainer, which is what I have always heard from the day I came into boxing, 1999. 97. I've always heard that. So I'm like, hold on. I'm sitting down there, all quiet and everything like that. Now all of a sudden it's the trainer. But you know what's telling me it's not the trainer.
Who's saying that? Who told you that it's not the trainer?
You know what I'm talking about.
Me say that?
You know, not you. Not you. That's what I said.
Okay.
On this one here. Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I said to you. It's a spiritual thing. It's a connection thing. You cannot disregard the fighter or the trainer in any equation when we're dealing with the particular one person. Everybody plays their part. And what I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, you know. I'm not saying that now he wasn't, there was something not clicking with Derek James. I already told you about them American. I've done told you about them American man there. I told you about them American man there, but it's nonsense. It's nonsense. So now AJ, from what I can see, feels comfortable around a particular trainer. So you now cannot disassociate him from the trainer when he's winning. Yeah, but when he loses now, you might want to start cussing the trainer. As if nobody's supposed to lose in boxing. There ain't many Floyd Mayweathers. There ain't many Andre Wards. There ain't many Joe Calzaghes. There's not many in the history of boxing. Fighters lose. And I'm being real. I'm not being disrespectful because I don't know. At the end of the day, I can't talk on the next man's business. Joe Cordina has lost one fight with Tony Sims. He's gone. I don't get it, fam.
No, Tunde.
I don't get it.
No, I'm gonna let you know what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know what it is. I've told you on many a time how spiritual this game is.
Bro, I'm in it. I'm a trainer. I know this thing. I know. Listen, where I've kept my mouth shut, yeah, for all these years, and I'm still gonna continue to keep my mouth shut. But I'm just saying right now, don't tell me about it's not part of the. All of a sudden, it's the trainer. It's the trainer. But then most times I hear trainers say it ain't about me. It's about the fighter. Bro, make your mind up.
Because they're idiots.
Make your mind up. Make your mind up, bro. Don't try this. Bro, let me tell you something, man. The trainer has a lot to do with what's going on. It's a spiritual thing. And that's what I know. So I'm not even saying what you're wrong. I'm just simply pointing out a point where there's so much hypocrisy in this thing here.
No, it's
so
only
much hypocrisy.
Only it's hypocrisy because of your own experiences, and you're thinking,
of
right?
what? Oh, sorry.
Of your own experiences, Tunde.
No, oh, my experience in boxing and what I've heard.
Well,
Remember, I remember, I don't have. Thank you, K Sims, for the 79 pence.
Salute.
No matter
Thank
how
you.
big, how small, is much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have no long list of uncles and that. I've done this for sheer faith, hard work, graft, determination, and discipline. So, but what I'm trying to say is that, okay, so now I'm at a certain world level, yeah? Fought for world titles, been on the corner of world championship fights. So I'm like, now, from this level, see, because when you're down there, no one ain't listening to you. No one of note is listening to you. But when you're up here, now I can talk. And I'm saying that it's hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. So make your mind up.
I'm laughing at Bishop saying that you're on your time in a month again. But
Bishop, we know Bishop's a 419er, but it's facts though. And I dare anyone to call me a liar. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what it is. It's who's wearing the cap at that particular time.
Well, and I'm saying again to you that
everybody plays a part. That's why it's called a team. Yeah. There's no I in team. There's no I in team. Everybody plays a part. You can't just say.
What I'm saying is, regardless of that,
yes,
Anthony Joshua he's more aligned, and this Anthony Joshua now, because he's aligned,
yes,
I believe that he's a very dangerous man. Because
yes, I agree.
This is what I'm trying to say. Prior to the Ngannou fight, a lot of people was thinking that he could come a cropper in that fight too. A lot of people were thinking that. Yeah, there was a lot of people that was thinking that. You know what I mean? Right? For the sake of boxing, they didn't want to publicly say it, but a lot of people thinking that. I told people that this was going to be very, very one-sided. Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking at those two guys. I think it's attention to detail. And it's the attention to detail that I believe who can convey their story better to their fighter. And I believe that Ben Davis will be able to convey his story better than anybody in Team Dubois. I've said it.
So you wouldn't give Don Charles. So no. Don Charles has conveyed a so-called quitter to come back with two dominant victories, one against Sharon Miller, the other one against Flip Herkovich. So
I'm not knocking anything of the Team Dubois. Yes. I think that's more to do with Daniel Dubois' dad being banged in the corner now, right by ringside.
He's only been in the corner one fight. No, he hasn't even been in the corner. He's just been there ringside.
Yeah, ringside, but being very close to the ring to him. Yes. 2 times, right? I've never seen that before from the dad. So because I see that, and I'm seeing like when there's times when I'm Tunde, I watch corner work, you know.
Okay, so it's not. So now you're telling us that it's not done. It's the dad. No. I'm not saying that it's not done, but I'm saying a big part of it is also the dad, because Daniel is always looking at the ring to look for him to get validation from his dad on the work that he's doing. Right? Thank you, Mr. Ringside.
Thank you so much, Ringside. Bless up.
So big up Tunde and Spencer. I have to watch back the show listening for now. Come on. Thank you for the 999. Sweetie. Let's go, Spence. Carry on.
All right. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not turning around and saying, it's not Don Charles. I think Don Charles plays a major part in it. I think Daniel Dubois has become more rhythmic now that he's with Don Charles. I'm just keeping this thing totally 100. Right? He has become more rhythmic.
Yeah, what Lee said, what are you going to say when AJ loses in 3 weeks? We will see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm not. This, the next thing is this. I'm real. This is boxing. It's a 2-horse race. You know what I mean?
But remember, DDD Remember, DDD has beaten 2 undefeated fighters back to back. Also, yeah, yeah,
brother.
bro.
2 back-to-back fighters. Who did them 2 back-to-back fighters ever fight? You know what I mean? Collectively, put their records together, they can't even make one. Don't try. Well, he's beating. So what? Who's he beating?
Hold on, wait there. And sending me pictures, wait there. Yeah, sorry, Spence. Sorry, I totally threw me. Sorry. Continue what you just said. I did hear you say who's he beaten. Who's who beaten? AJ or Daniel?
Listen, let me just tell you this. Anthony Joshua gonna knock out. Anthony Joshua gonna knock out Daniel Dubois, and that's that, right? Simple as that. Anthony, I'm telling you now, Anthony Joshua is gonna knock out Daniel Dubois in 7 rounds.
In 7, yeah.
Inside 7 rounds. I've said it.
You know what? Again, you heard me the other week say I feel I didn't make no prediction. But again, I'm gonna go back to what I said before, Spence, and I mean it. It's a fight like I predicted for Chev and Efe. I said, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who's gonna win that fight, Spence.
Yeah, you told me that, right? Tunde.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win that.
I'm glad that
this fight is so intriguing to the point that 96,000 tickets have now been sold. Yeah, people are, and you know why they've been sold? Because no one truly knows. No one truly knows. We are just going in there with, and as I said, my energy on this is going strictly as a boxing fan. Strictly as a boxing fan.
That's your business.
Because I know, you know, you call me, bruv, I sit on 2 fences, 10 fences. I know because I can say AJ's gonna win, yeah, and then I can say Daniel's gonna win. Who do I feel more naturally confident? Like when the words come out my mouth, I have to say AJ. That's what I feel. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not. I'm just. It's one of those fights, bro. And this is what I'm saying. Both men are gonna go in there and give the best versions of themselves. Daniel's locked away inside. I don't know where they've locked the Dons. Put him in some place. Will look like an old scene of an old Rocky movie. And obviously, we know AJ's planning his trade down at Ben Davison's gym. Both men seem to be in the right frame of mind. They both won it. It's evident. Both men. This fight means everything to these guys, from what I can see. Again, none of us really know, but we will keep having our back and forths to that first bell ring, Spencer.
Yep, we certainly will.
It's just standard. It's standard. On this show, though, I know there's a lot of AJ fans on this show. AJ fans. But there's also Dubois fans.
Listen to me. I don't business about who's a fan from who's not a fan, right?
Yes.
I'm just telling you again that I've got Anthony Joshua. You see, like Anthony Joshua is gonna do all my man, right?
Yes.
And who wants to listen, listens. Who don't want to listen. I just think in this game it's about levels. And
yes, as Brandon said it's about levels.
Okay, then big up Brandon, right? But on this, it's definitely about levels, right? And you're going in with a man that's had 13 world title fights.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm just reverting back to when Kevin Lanera, the South African brother, dropped you, right? No, brother, I'm sorry. Right? I'm sorry. This is AJ we're talking about, Ton. No, mate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mate.
Anyway, you know me, bro. I'm just gonna be, and that's one thing that cannot be denied. You know, I've been an AJ fan from the dot.
I don't care who's fan. I'm not nobody's fan. I'm just telling you.
But I've been more a fan in this sense of the cross that he's had to carry and the fact that he's conducted himself in such a respectful way. And that's Anthony Joshua for that. Yeah, and that's the respect. But this is a fight, fam. It's a fight. So that's what I'm trying to tell Brandon. You tell me about 1% trainer puts in, bro. No trainer don't work harder than me. So, but all that don't matter. Because when the fighters get in there, we're gonna see what time it is. This is the beauty, the brutal beauty of the sport, Spence. And the brutal beauty of me and you's conversation when it comes to this. All right, that's the top of the bill. Let's move down the bill. If you've got time, I know you're.
Yeah. We can do that. We're good.
So let's talk about one fight which I'm very, very excited for. Liam Smith versus Josh Kelly.
I think they're just catching Liam Smith at the right time. I think they catch him at the right time. I don't think they could go up against a peak Liam Smith. I'm just going to be real with you. Not the guy that won world titles. Not the guy that was winning with Joe Gallagher. I don't think they could have gone up against that guy. Right? I think he's very, very strategic in how this has come about. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Who's that? Bolts. Thank you for the $4.99. Who had Hrgovic, Miller beaten? I hear Tunde on trainers. It's sad because after this, they will blame Don and move trainers. AJ ain't Lanara, 3 rounds max. Oh, now listen to this one. Listen to this one, chat. Listen to this one.
Yes.
When Daniel Dubois lost against Usyk, yeah?
Yes.
The dad wanted to get rid of Don Charles. This is facts, right? He calls me to the house. I go around the house. I'm in him sitting down, and he's saying, these guys ain't serious and blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, keep with Don. Give the man a chance. Don knows what he knows, right? So they was going to get rid of him. So it's true what the man's saying. As soon as my man gets beat, you know what I mean? I'm saying if he gets beat, but as soon as he gets beat, Don's out of a job, but Don is going to be financially rewarded. So
say that again.
Don is going to get financially rewarded because his dream was to have a heavyweight champion. He's had his dream.
What if the shoe is on the other foot? What if the same happens in reverse to AJ?
I think he'll stay where he is.
Huh?
I think he'll stay where he is.
Why?
I've just told you because I think he will. That's my fault.
Why?
Because I'm saying that I've seen adjustments.
But if he loses, Spencer.
No, listen to me. Listen, Tunde. Also, I'm going to be real. As far as I'm concerned, it seems like Anthony Joshua's actually settled where he's at. He's settled. He's feeling cool there. He's all right there.
Okay.
That's where I'm going with.
So it is Anthony Joshua. Going back to what I was saying from the beginning.
I don't think about it. He seems settled.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. You man are not listening to what you're saying. I'm telling you, it's AJ. It ain't nobody else.
You're saying if he loses, this is what you're saying, yeah? You're saying
you're telling me if he wait. Let's have the statement of facts. Let's do the statement of facts, Spence. You said if the Dubois loses,
I'm ordering food right now.
You said if the Dubois loses, Don Charles will be sacked. Yeah?
Yes, it will be.
I asked you if it's the same thing, what is gonna happen? You said AJ will stay.
Yes.
I'm saying why?
And I'm saying to you, because he is settled with his trainer, right? And he believes in his trainer.
And Daniel hasn't?
I don't think they believe in Don Charles.
Bruv, he's got 2 of the biggest wins of his career with Don.
I don't business about that. Listen to what I'm saying,
bro. You coming like them. You coming like an EastEnders episode.
No, I'm not.
You coming like an EastEnders. You coming like an EastEnders episode, fam.
I am just telling you.
Every minute you're jumping, your opinions don't stay the same, bro. You just keep on going back and forth.
Same, brother.
You just keep on going back and forth.
Wait a minute. Let me talk. You said if AJ was to lose, would he leave Ben Davison? Yeah.
Yes. The first question was if Daniel was to lose. You said he leaves.
Yes, he will. You know why? You know why? Because I told you that Dad was looking to get rid of Don Charles after the Usyk fight.
Okay.
That's why I'm coming with that. That's why I can firmly say he'll get rid of him.
Okay. Why? Because
All
he
right?
lost. Why? Because he lost.
If you want to put it
No. Why? Because he lost.
If you want to put it like Frank Butcher.
Why, Spencer? Because he lost.
Leave him.
No. Don't try and laugh it off. Why? Was it because he lost? They wanted to get rid of Don.
Yes.
Okay. Now again, there you go. So I'm saying, if he was to lose, if anyway, I don't like, again, the words are powerful. I don't want to preempt anyone's I don't want to what's the word, predict anyone's future. Is not in my I don't want to have that kind of power on me. What is gonna be is gonna be. But all I'm saying is, why is it one rule for one and another rule for another?
Everybody's an individual, Tunde, and everybody's different. So you mean, why is it one rule for one?
So everyone's different. But this is what I'm trying to say, Spence.
Everybody's different, bro. Saying like, why is it one?
You know what? This is what I'm trying to say. You never
listen to you. Do you know how ludicrous this sounds, ladies and gentlemen? Oh,
no, it don't. It absolutely don't. It absolutely don't, because
Daniel Dubois is not Anthony Joshua. Oh no, Anthony Joshua is not Daniel Dubois, and Daniel Dubois is not Anthony Joshua.
That's
facts. Say, oh, well, if one man does something, let me just tell you this now. I'll keep this king 100. Yeah?
No, bro. Your hundreds don't add up to hundreds. Your hundreds add up to 93. Your hundreds add up to 93. Because you say, I'm going to keep this thing 100 every 2 seconds. You say, I'm going to keep this thing 100 every 2 seconds. And then you change it. This is what I'm trying to say. This arse-licking thing, it has to stop.
Listen, how ludicrous is his brother is? How ludicrous is his brother is? Bro, because I'm saying that. One second. Because I'm saying that Anthony Joshua will do one
Why are you getting hot? Why are you getting hot? No, this thing has to stop.
They got to do the same thing. If one man, they got. Are you stupid? Are you stupid?
What you keep on doing, Spence, is you keep on jumping fence. If Daniel Dubois' dad or Don Charles has upset you, then let it be that. Let it be that. Don't just start saying these things because someone has upset you. Stop saying, I'm going to keep this thing 100. I'm going to keep this thing 100. I'm going to keep this thing 100. Because you're not keeping it 100.
Don Charles has not upset me. Right? I'm telling you, the dad wanted to get rid of him after the thingy fight. So therefore, and called me to the house, sat down with him. I said, nah, you can't get rid of the man, Right? They was going to get rid of him.
But they never, right?
They never. Now, whether or not it had anything to do with me, no. But he didn't get rid of him. But he was going to get rid of him. Okay. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Right? So when these men are sitting down, doing their bits, if they were to go and fight now, and he was to lose, and Daniel Dubois is going to continue his career, Don Charles is gone because the element in there was already to get rid of him because the dad don't think that man's serious. And that's that. I've said it. No one can fight me now for nothing.
If the dad don't think they're serious, why is Don in the corner?
What are you talking about? You think you got time to chop and change right now?
Come on, Oh, thank you, Jermaine Allen, for the 4.99. Appreciate it, brother. JD, you see this thing what I'm hearing tonight? You see what Spencer's going on with? Spencer keeps on saying he's 100, he's 100, but he's not. He's switching. He's jumping from switching. How am I switching? You're giving me different. I'm telling you. There's a reason why I'm pressing you in it. Because you know what?
The scenario cannot be the same for two different individuals. So he's saying, because I'm saying the scenario is going to be one man, it's got to be the same for another. That is absolute nonsense.
Tell us the obvious. We mean, we know, Spence. You just heard me say. You just heard me say that. You just heard me say that to Galante.
We know what he's trying to say. That's that.
Say that again, Spence.
We know what you're trying to say. Because I said to you, but if Andy Joshua was to lose, would he leave Ben Davison? I said, no, I don't think he would. But how can you say that? I've just said it. I don't think he would leave him.
No, I said why. And I said why? Why is it? Why? Why after 2 fights? Why is it not the same? Why?
Because
so you're gonna sit here and tell me that Don Charles ain't serious.
This is the best Anthony Joshua that I have seen in a long while. Right?
All right, cool. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna keep this energy. I'm gonna keep this energy all the way up to the fight. Because, as I say, may the best man win. But I just want to see the same energy, not just for this fight, but the same energy with other fighters and how you're looking at the landscape of boxing, how you think boxing trainers should be treated, how you see all the fighters should go. I'm going to be keeping an eye because I'm going to remind you about all these things. What you're saying, I'm going to remind you of all these things that you're saying tonight. I'm just telling you.
You can't remind me of nothing, Tunde.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to remind you.
You cannot remind me, Spencer Fearon.
Wait. Yeah, go ahead, Spence. Sorry.
You can't remind me of nothing.
Why can I not? Who are you that I must not remind you?
You can't remind me of nothing.
Who are you that I must not remind you?
Shut.
Who are you that I must not remind you? Who are you that I must not remind you?
Tunde, I'm the man that changed your life, brother.
Listen. You want to play that play? If I can slap you through the screen, yeah. I will slap you through the screen.
You want to play that play?
This man, you know what?
It's changed my life.
Are you listening to this, brother?
You're not
listening to this, brother. Bro,
when I see him,
are you good that you must change my life?
No, but
are you getting up, putting in this work every day that you must change my life?
Change your life, bro.
Are you that you must change my life? Bro, you need to change your life. Don't change my life. You need to change your life.
No, I changed your life.
These are your words. This is what I'm trying to say, people. You see what Spencer does here? This is what you do. Everybody knows. Tunde Ajayi, I like to credit my brothers. I always like to credit my brothers. I give them credit. But this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what historically, this is what happens here. I credit them not just privately, I credit them publicly. And then it goes to their head. It goes to their boat. And wait. Listen, man, let me talk the thing. It goes to their head, yeah? It goes to their head. Now you're actually saying, like, I believe that you changed my life because I may have said that age. Bro, there's only one power that can change me. Me and the power. Not you. It's not you. Because you ain't getting up in the morning. It's just like you ain't getting up in the morning.
I should have left you on Peckham front line. On the Ellsbury Estate. I should have left you there.
This is what I'm trying to say.
From these little impertinent man them. I brought this little orange head boy into the thing. The disrespect.
You never brought nothing. You never brought nothing.
I didn't bring nothing.
Energy. It's called expense. It's called energy.
Here we go.
It's called energy. The energy. Okay. God used you to bring me into a situation. God used you to bring me into a situation. You just told everybody. You had never knocked out anyone, put anyone down. But it was when you came to me. But do you hear me saying, I brought you? I gave you the power.
Yes, I've heard you
say that. I never said that. No, Spencer. You will never hear me say that. Because I know
I'm liking it. You know I'm liking it.
I'm not silly enough to murder you. I'm not silly enough to think that it's me. I'm not silly enough to think that it's me. That's just misleading everyone. It's not me. It's something more powerful than me that that's something that was put in me to help you. But it's not me. It's like you're gonna tell people it's you that you changed my life. You never changed my life. Don't be stupid.
Tunde, listen again.
Yeah, come on. This is what me and Spencer do. Don't worry. This is good entertainment. Let me
say this now, yeah. Tunde, if it wasn't for me, you'd still be shotting down. You'd still be shotting car radio.
I'm gonna call you my mastery. Siante, are you listening to this brother? Are you actually listening to this brother?
That is where you would be.
I see. You're making me call my people.
No one ever know you until you come around me.
You're making me call my people by their first name. Siante, are you hearing this, brother? Are You hearing this, brother? Spence, don't let me start releasing the stories on live on air. Don't let me release the stories. Don't let me release the stories. Anyway, listen, before we go,
you climb underneath the rock.
Before we go.
When you address me, you call me uncle. I'm your uncle. Know that
you flipping old goat.
I'm your uncle.
You flipping old goat.
No one ever know you to me. Know that part there. Nobody never know you, Tunde. I'm not talking road. I'm talking boxing. No one never know you, Tunde. Be quiet. Be quiet when you're around me.
Paul L Finance. Are you hearing this, brother? Mind Mastery. Are you hearing this guy? Listen to this guy. He's just talking nonsense. You, bro, come on, Spencer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
anyway, let's finish up. We've had our little banner. Let's finish up. Let's finish up because you ain't got the energy for me, Spence. So you know you're gonna start yawning in a minute. So let's move on and let's finish up. Let us finish up with the October 12th card. The full card has been announced now last week. Fantastic bill. Topping the bill obviously is Artur Beterbiev going up against Dimitri Bivol. A fantastic undercard. Ben Whitaker announced, Fraser Clark, Fabio Wardley announced, Jai Opatea, Jack Macy announced. What else? But there's bare fights on the bill. Come on, Spence. Give me some more. So we got Ben against Leon Cameron, Ben Whitaker against Leon Cameron, Fabio Wardley against say again? Shakur Stevenson against Joe Cordina, which is actually pay-per-view in America. Can you believe that?
They're taking liberties.
The undercard's free, but you have to pay for Shakur against Cordina. That don't make no sense to me. But anyway, so you got Arthur. Let me get the whole card up. It's a serious card. I don't want to make no mistake, so let's get this. I'm gonna rewatch this show and get so much joke. Listen to this old goat saying that he changed my life. This old goat. I just spell it. It's Artur, innit? T-U-R. No, yeah, Artur Beterbiev. Okay. So, top of the bill, Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol. Chief support, Shakur Stevenson against Joe Cordina. Then we have the return. Simply the best. The son of Simply the Best, Chris Eubank Jr. I know Nappa's watching. Isman's back on a bill. Some people are not happy with the opponent, but guess what? It's boxing. Chris has been out for a year. We need a little warm up. It's boxing. I don't blame him. I don't blame the management. I don't care what these men are saying on TalkSport, how they're not happy with his opponent. Listen, you ain't getting in there. You man talking ain't getting in there. The only one's opinion I'm respecting is Spencer Oliver. The rest of you man don't know what it's like to be in a ring.
But
it's only Spencer Oliver. Spencer Oliver knows what he's talking about. So Chris Eubank Jr. is fighting Camille. I can never say it right, but Cirametta. Yeah, only 2 losses on his career. So again, it's not a pushover. The 2 losses have come against Jamie Mungaya and Gennady Golovkin. So what more do you want? The man's been out for a year. He's ranked number 35 in BoxRec. He's number 2 in Poland. It's a good opponent. He's 34. He's well-traveled, well-experienced, been a pro for over 10 years. Chris Eubank has been out of the ring, 33-3. Last stopping Liam Smith in a spectacular fight. But that was in September last year, Spence. So, it's over a year Chris has been out of the ring. So give him a break. Give him a break. We need to, dust off the cobwebs and go again. You expected him to just go in there and fight Canelo and that he don't need the money like that. He don't need the money like that. He's not, certain fighters are in a position where they don't have to say, this is the biggest payday, let me just grab it. he actually wants to win the fight, Spence. Chris Eubank, no matter what anyone says, I hear Simon Jordan and the rest of them saying, he's never gonna win a world title and everything. Well, you get in the ring then. That's what I say. You get in the ring. It doesn't mean you're not supposed to have an opinion. Of course, that's what you're there for. That's your job. But the point is that Chris believes he will still become a world champion. He wants to challenge himself he wants to give himself the best opportunity when challenging for a belt. So you can call him a money grabber. I've been reading the headlines, but me, I like the fight. It's a decent fight, Spence. It is actually a decent fight. So moving forward, that's Chris Eubanks against Camille Cerameta. And I believe it's for the IBO middleweight title. I know you've always rubbished that IBO belt, but let's get this right. It's a belt that got Lyndon Arthur the shot at Dimitri Bivol. Spence. Anytime you mention IBO to Spencer, he don't even talk. But it's facts though, Spence. It got. Believe me, Dimitri Bivol still got that belt. He ain't letting go of that belt. So it means something. Anyway, from what I understand, the fight is going to be for the IBO middleweight title. So again, he can go into the possible Canelo fight saying that he's a belt holder. Might bump up the purse by a couple 100,000. Well, no one ain't gonna go down Peckham High Street and just start throwing 100 grand in the streets. So listen, if it's a belt that he can bring into negotiations, good for him. So next up will be Fabio Wardley versus Fraser Clark. What do you think about that fight, Spence?
As the next thing is this, yeah? And I want you guys to deep this. Yeah? This is when I'm talking about training, Tunde. Yeah?
Okay.
Right? There is no way.
Yes.
There is no way that an ex-Olympian bronze medalist, a gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games, an ABA champion, a multinational gold medal winner, is meant to have a draw with a white collar boxer. I don't care how good the white collar boxer is. You're not meant to have a draw with a white collar boxer. Take it from there.
Okay. So in that on that note, who wins the fight? Which is the question I asked.
Who wins the fight? It's a hard one. I'm gonna be real.
You just told us that a man needs to be getting.
No. I'm just talking. The reason why I'm saying that, Ton, is because man is going with man who's not proven in this thing.
I get what you're saying. I get that point.
Right?
Going back to what you were saying.
And it's not me trying to gun my man. When you get a man who can win a Southern Era title, then maybe I'll think, right, you're in good hands. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because I remember when you did that with Akash Bhatia a decade ago.
Yep, in my first 3 years, Southern Area champ. In my first 3 years as a trainer, Akash Bhatia, Tony Salem, and who was the other one? And
Chaz Simmons.
Chaz Simmons won Southern Area, and of course Anthony Yarde.
Oh yeah, he did. Well, yeah, thank you very much.
yeah. So Anthony was my third, but good. Yeah. Anyway, you've got a case. I'm not going to say you haven't got a case. You definitely have a case. You definitely have a case there. Jai Opateya, free in box rec against Jack Massey, 23 in box rec, and European champion. Who wins that?
Who?
That's actually for the IBF World Cruiserweight title.
Listen, Massey's gonna get broke up. Let's just call it as it is. You know he's gonna get broke up.
Okay, 22-0 versus 25-0.
Who?
Listen, I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at something else. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I just believe I've got a fighter that can beat these guys. Who of note? And this is not to throw any shade at Jai Opateya. I just told you that FA was the last person to beat Jai Opateya in the amateurs, and Chev Clark just beat FA. Yeah, Brandon, wait. Brandon Galante beat FA. Yeah. On Jai Opateya's record to date, the best name I can see on this resume is Bradis Prescott. And he had a back and forth with Bradis in the first fight. Remember?
Yep.
Remember, that was a serious fight. Back and forth.
It was.
One of the judges had it 113, 115. The other two was 112, 116. Yeah? Satin injury. But what was more eye-opening to me was the fight earlier this year. The rematch against Bradis Prescott. My man never looked good in that fight, Spence.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that he did, but he's going to mash up Jack Massey.
Is it Bradis? Why am I saying Bradis Prescott? Sorry. You know Bradis Prescott is about to broke up Khan, innit? Remember he broke up Khan? Yeah. Bradis Prescott. I remember that name. Maybe that's why it's stuck in my head. But sorry, Marius Brady. Yeah, right. Marius Brady is. Hey, bro, what am I getting Bradis Prescott from? Marius Brady. But I wasn't impressed with the fight in January, February, March, April, May of this year with Jai Opateya. The impressive victories from Jai, in my opinion, were obviously Ellis. Chev Clark has stopped Ellis as well. And Jordan Thompson. I don't know the rest of these men that he beat. Who are the rest of these men that he beat? Spence?
Ton?
I don't know these brothers. The first fight, 1-2 losses, 0 wins, 3 losses, 2 wins, 1 loss, 3 wins, 0 losses, 3 wins, 1 losses, 1 win, no losses, 11 wins, 25 losses, 2 wins, 6 losses, 16 wins, 18 losses, 5 wins, 12 losses, 4 wins, 10 losses, 32 wins, 9 losses, 10-0, 7-0, 9-1, 11-3, 6-3. Bro, the man's fighting a 6-3 brother in what? In Olin. 6-3 in his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 fights. And you're fighting a man who's 6-3. Bro, come on, man. Man ain't looking deeper. This is what I'm trying to say. If I was Jack Messi, I'll just turn him into a footballer. If I was Jack Messi, I'm going in there rocking. I'm not going in there with any doubt. I'm going in there saying, what? Bro, cool. You've beaten Marius. You've beaten Ellis and Jordan Thompson. But these are not world. I'm being respectful as I can be. They have proven not to be on a world level. So these British fighters going up against this Jai Opateya have to have some confidence in themselves. If your trainers are not giving you the confidence and your management team are not giving you the confidence, tune into the Fighters Right. We'll give you the confidence. Because, bro, I'm not falling for the okie doke. Jaya is a good fighter, an Olympian, but he's beatable, Spencer.
Yes, he is. But I'm telling you now, Ton, his levels. He's going to mash up Massey. And that's that. I remember when Massey lost to Riakpo. Yeah, but man was fighting on Riakpo's tough hand. All right. It was close.
That fight was close. Jack Massey, he has to really believe in himself, which could be ultimately the biggest problem. Because the way that Joe Gallagher had to lift him up in the Isaac Chamberlain fight, I'm like, bro, you can't be doing that against Jai Opateya. He can't be getting no G-ups in the corner. Because Jai Opateya, one thing about him, he is coming to knock you out. There's no doubt about it. So Yeah, good fight, very good fight. Even though some people already see it as a foregone conclusion, we'll wait and see. Ben Whitaker versus Liam Cameron. Liam Cameron has turned out to be somewhat a man of inspiration. Spencer, was banned for a lengthy time. I think it was something like 6 years for a non-performance enhancing drug. I'm going to say that again. A non-performance enhancing. Namely, I think it was cocaine, if I'm not mistaken. Spencer.
Who got done for cocaine?
Liam Cameron. And I think he got a 6-year ban. 6 year. Ryan Garcia was using a performance enhancing drug, and he got done for 1 year. So what do people say? Make it make sense. It don't make sense. But regardless, he's worked his way back. He's paid a penalty for doing his misdemeanors or his wrongs. He's come back, got himself in shape, lost a load of weight up there in Sheffield. Pushed Lyndon Arthur all the way, losing on split decision. And the first time I ever had any type of interaction with Liam is on X, Twitter. And I said to him after the Lyndon Arthur fight on Twitter, I know these things don't rub out. I said, stay in the gym. Well done tonight, young man. Keep working. Your opportunity will come. Lo and behold, the man is in the gym. You get the call, the Saudi call. This thing's real, Spence. He got the call. So he's now going up against, let's say, quote unquote, the golden boy, Ben Whitaker. Probably not expected to win, but I personally believe it is a major step up. It is a step up. And as we've said, this game is about levels, no doubt. Ben Whitaker is one of my top 5 prospects in boxing news at the beginning of the year, or maybe it was last year. I had Ben Whitaker on that list of top 5 prospects. And so, but in terms of opponent, you're talking about an opponent who just had a split with Lyndon Arthur. And this is Ben's 8th fight, going to be his 9th fight, I believe. So it's a good step up at the right time on a massive stage, a massive platform. So all the best to both men, but credit to Liam Cameron for working his way out of bad times, and getting himself in a brilliant position with the help of his team. Ben Shalom, boxer, and the older the man's them. Anyway, the first female fight in Riyadh season is about to take place. Carissa Shields was calling Turkey, Ala Sheikh, saying, come on, man, we need the girls fighting in Riyadh season. Well, he's answered the call, as he's done with a lot of stuff in the last 12 months. And we get the first female fight in Riyadh season against WBC. What weight is that? What weight is Sky Nicholson? WBC, come on, Spence, featherweight champion.
I don't know the female boxing.
Sky Nicholson is the WBC featherweight champion, and she is fighting a lovely girl, Raven Chapman. I like Raven, very respectful girl. Always see her at York or whether her and her team, the manager, calls herself the Omen. But yeah, she must be still pinching herself at the opportunity to fight on such a massive card in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on this massive bill. So big up Sky Nicholson, big up Raven Chapman, the first females to fight in Riyadh season. And then
so
finally,
not on that, no? When's Carissa fighting?
Well, I don't know. She's asked for it. She's asked, that's how sometimes you can't be begging for this begging thing. It don't work. Sometimes you just let this thing happen naturally. But yeah, I'm sure Carissa is the GOAT of women boxing. So you got to have her on there. Someday she's got to be on there. And then there's a fight which has probably gone under the radar between a Mohamed Alakal versus Jesus Gonzalez. I don't know none of them brothers. But the rest of the card is a fantastic card, Spence.
Mm-hmm.
So that's September the 21st and October the 12th. Big Johnny Fisher's back, September the 28th, down the Copper Bosch. Big up Johnny. He was supposed to be on the original Dalton Smith card. Dalton Smith got injured, and instead of scrapping the bill, they've kept the show alive. They've moved it to the Copper Bosch. It's not called the Copper Box no more. It's called the Copper Bosch because, you know, Johnny Fisher's the Bosch. Him and his father. Bro, they're like movie stars. They're movie stars.
Bro,
they're movie stars.
I like how they're moving, son.
Yeah. So big up Johnny Fisher headlining. Another headliner. Bro, this guy sells out Copper Bosch. He sells it out, Spence. Sells it out,
On
which
another level.
Is amazing. Is amazing. You know, his support. You know, energy goes where energy flows. And great young lad under the tutelage of Mark Tibbs. And Dad's there. He's there. Just giving Mark the little reminders. Jimmy's there, the legend, Jimmy Tibbs.
The legend. They did some upload on Jimmy Tibbs about 3 days ago. It's on YouTube, speaking about Jimmy Tibbs, like his story. It's a really good little. Who sent it to me? EJ Boxing Live sent it to me. So yeah, it's a really good little watch. You know, so I'd suggest anyone. I've forgotten the name of it, but I say to anyone, go just put in Jimmy Tibbs and like for this week on the search engine, it will come up. It's a good little. You know what I mean? Yeah, shows when Jimmy was sparring Muhammad Ali and stuff.
Oh,
you know
wow.
I mean?
Yes. That story is well famous. I think we have more or less covered everything. You was talking your nonsense.
Yeah, whatever, man.
But I would be remiss if I did not talk about the grand opening of a young man's gym today in Romford, Abbey House, Collier Row, Romford Road, RM52BH. Today was the grand opening of the Elite Boxing and Performance Center, headed by the one and only Will Jones, my guy. I rolled up. He was so shocked to see me. Didn't think, as you would say, Spence, the one and only Tunde Ajayi would turn up in a place. But as you know, I'm always in support of any individual. Honest, I can feel energy. If the energy is pure, yeah, I'm there. I'm there. And Will Jones, you know, this young man is going to do things in the sport of boxing. Got so much experience thus far. Taken my fighters down to his gym a few times, but he's opening a new gym, him and two others. But it's just fantastic. He was actually called up at the last minute to be in a corner with Malik Zinad, who fought Bivol last. So yeah, Zinad had been in Will's gym, the Edge gym before, and he just said, bro, he just come in the road in the gym and said, yeah, would you be in my corner for the fight against Bivol? So again, a young guy at this stage of his career getting the opportunity to be on world-class boxing shows, which happened to me, you know, very early on in my sojourn as a boxing trainer. So I see the journey. I feel his good energies, honest energy. So congratulations to Will Jones and all those down there in the Elite Boxing Performance Center. Well done, young lad. And keep doing what you're doing. Boxing is certainly a journey full of ups and downs, but you know what? You just keep going. Spence, anything else? I had to throw that in.
Nothing else, man. Oh, tell a lie. There is Sienna, Marlowe's little girl. It's her 12th birthday today, so yeah, massive happy birthday to you. Hope you got your present, what I gave to Daddy to drop to you. And you know what? Nothing else to say, man. It's been emotional, as they say. So yeah, man. I see you lot next week. So me and Baba Tunde Ajayi can chop out even more. But like I said, it's drawing closer. We've got under 20 days. It's going to be 19 days, you might as well say, to anti-Joshua Daniel Dubois. I'm so looking forward to that show. And you forgot, we were talking about the card, but you didn't talk about Joshua Boatsi versus...
that is September 12th. That again, because we only spoke about Liam. We didn't even talk about Josh Warrington versus Andrew Kakachi.
Yeah, but we talked about Joshua Warrington last week, but we properly forgot about that fight. But no,
we're gonna chop that up next week. We're gonna go in depth next week because there has been some revelations that have come out this week in the press. We knew before that was the talk. Willie Hutchinson is now confirming that he bust up Joshua Boatsi when he was 20 years old. But the thing what gave me joke is the way JB just switched it up on him. He just spun the whole narrative. He's like, bro, when you hear stories of a man beating a man up in the gym, but this one never happened. But the guy has convinced himself that he beat me up in the gym. He said, bro, this has never happened to me before. He just totally smelled. That was a serious move by JB. Whether it's true or not, I like the mind games and the psychology of it all, but according to Willie Hutchinson, he was like, listen, mate, I got him in my pocket. I was 20 years old and I done him over.
Tunde, that is a very, very good Jamaican accent.
I don't know. You say Jamaican, bro. I was trying to be Willie Hutchinson. But listen, I said it. This one I'm saying it. JB's going to deal with my boy. You keep on saying wishful thinking, but I'm telling you, JB's gonna deal with it, my man.
Yeah,
it's pedigree.
Yeah, mate.
Inuri versus Dehaney. Dehaney. This Tuesday morning, live from where is it? Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah, I think it's on Sky. That fight.
It will be on Sky. So that's the next big fight. We will not be doing a watch along. I definitely the truth from Monday, from tomorrow, from tonight, in fact, from now, work starts. So you ain't seeing me in none of this next till Friday minimum. So Miss Levy said I missed her Snapchat. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get to that. No, cause that's because you didn't. I can't see no Snapchat. Hold on, wait there.
Who was it from, Miss who?
Miss Levy. You ain't done no Snapchat. All I've got here. There's five.
There's no Snapchat from her.
There's no Snapchat. K Sims, Miss Ringside, Bolts, K Sims again. Oh, I didn't say that. Maybe it's the same person. Okay. What do you guys think about Carissa Shields talking hype about how she can beat Sean Porter, Furman etc.? I think it's a complete disrespect and a joke to men. What do you two think?
You know what? She's a friend of the show. She calls Tunde uncle. She calls me uncle. You know what I mean? I think Carissa...
He's on banter. Carissa's on banter, this one.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's leave it at that one. You know what I mean?
Carissa's on banter. She ain't beating no kid. Bro, Sean Porter, do you know how aggressive that brother is? Bro, come on. Carissa's getting very media savvy. She's clever. She knows...
Yeah, she's clever.
She knows what will create...
To guess up the thing.
Yeah, and make tongues start to wag. But I'm quite sure in Carissa's heart of hearts knows full well she ain't beating Sean Porter. And I don't know about Keith Furman. I'm going to be honest.
Tunde, hold up 1 second, ladies. Tunde really made my blood boil this week when he sent me something someone posted about Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Not Sean Porter, sorry, Sugar Ray Leonard versus Keith Furman.
The disrespect. The disrespect. How can anyone even ask the question, what would happen between the great Sugar Ray Leonard versus Keith Furman? How dare you? How dare you? Sugar Ray, sugar man. Shuffle. The man who learned the skills from Ali. Come on, man. Don't. This is a newbie in boxing. You can't ask them kind of questions. That's nonsense. He might have been doing it just to wind you up, though, Spence. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it could be because you said it to me. That made my blood boil.
He might be doing it to wind me up. So I think that's all the Snapchats.
Fantastic show. It was 2 hours today as well. You know what I mean?
Yes. Good.
Fantastic
20
show.
minutes of that, me and you was going back and forth because you was talking nonsense.
No,
I
don't
told
worry.
you,
Okay, cool.
if you carry on, I'm gonna come down there, kick off your door, and bust you up.
Okay.
And show you what time it is.
Yeah, and then after that, Tunde will go to his kitchen and eat his cornflakes because he's just woken up because he's just dreaming. You know what I mean? And Tunde, let me tell you this now. If you try to do anything to me, I'll just bring Pat Barrett to brock you up.
You're a fool. You're a fool. That's what I'm saying. You can't fight your own battles, mate. You can't fight your own battles. I'll bust you up. I don't need no man. I walk alone. I don't need no man. Come on, you know Peckham, bro. We'll bust you up. You know Kenneton, man.
Peckham. All right, mate.
You know Kenneton, man.
All right, mate. Ooh, I'm so scared.
They weren't even
ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, let me sign off the way I always do by having to give thanks to everyone. Well, I tried to give thanks to as much people as I can who joined the show this evening. So big up Guzzy, big up Yemi X, big up Motley, M Sport, Daniel J Boateng, Pool Finance, Adefisan, Thomas J Riley, You Who, Karma, the lovely Karma, Serene, Yemi X, Lee S, Pool Finance. Let me just keep on. K Sims, Mine, the lovely Mind Mastery, Siante. Who else? I said Adefisan. Sylvester Salamoa, 2011. R. Stokes, Miss Levy H. No, not mine, someone else. Okay, yeah. So I've done that. I did say that. Joe Barrow, come on. Alfie Black, the one and only Alfie Black, always with us. Thomas J. Sosa, Kevin Worrell, Hot Video. Come on. Oh, my screen. See, this is what happens when my thing is not working. Sure. Forget about all that, man. Spence. It has been a great show, mate.
It's been emotional, mate.
It's been emotional.
I wish everybody an incredible next strong 7 days. Yeah, we don't do weekdays. You know the rules.
Big up Brandon Glanton. Thank you, Napa, for bringing your fighter on or allowing us to speak to your fighter. Congratulations again to Chev Clark. Winning a fantastic tussle last night out there in the US, coming back home the victor and setting himself up for bigger fights. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show. I hope you join us again next week. Same place, same time. We end the show in exactly the same way we started it, with the magical words of dream it, believe it, become it.
Coming up, peace, 2 fingers. God bless. Later.
God bless.